Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Thursday the 28th, also known as Thanksgiving, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got this morning, earlier than I wanted to, but fairly decent time frame, got up and around, got the dogs outside, got them all taken care of, jumped in the hot tub for a little bit. Not long after that, my lovely bride got up, got around doing some stuff that she needed to get done, and basically started almost immediately into prepping for the meal, which is all the good fun that comes with Thanksgiving. So I went ahead and when she was doing that, I got the dogs fed, got that wrapped up, and then she was trying to make the schedule of figuring out what needs to go in the oven when, and we were heading up to go have Thanksgiving dinner, which was early, we ate like 2. So, but we were going up to have Thanksgiving dinner with some family members of hers that her ex mother-in-law is also her aunt through marriage. It's kind of a weird little dilemma, but her ex mother-in-law married her father's brother, so kind of a strange thing there. But in the process of basically when they got divorced, the whole thing was going on. I was the one she dated right after the divorce, so I was the devil that basically ended their happy marriage, which wasn't a happy marriage to begin with. But the mother-in-law, or step aunt, I guess would be what they would call it, but the later in life aunt was really rude and mean to my wife while we were just dating and stuff, and I don't appreciate that much. So there's a lot of bad blood and a lot of hatred and whatnot that went on with that they had zero interest in me at all, which I had really no interest in them either, because I didn't know them. I didn't care to know them. So I had made the statement the other day that I had zero interest in having them anywhere near me or having to do with me. I definitely sure as hell am not going to have them in my house, especially not the first time that I meet them. But after I thought about it a little more, I figured it'd make my wife happy to basically just be a bigger man and see how the interaction would go down. So went ahead and I told her we would do that. So we had to figure out we had to leave like a little after 1, so we had to back up. Turkey takes us long to cut and prep, get it ready to go, and then this much longer to bake, and basically did that backwards. Helped her do all it. Same with the casseroles and all the stuff had to go in the ovens and everything else that went along with that whole process. So helped her make that sheet. She actually printed out on the computer what it was of what time everything went in the oven and what temps and all that kind of good fun stuff. So luckily the oven we have is a double oven, so the turkey can be chucked in the bottom big oven, and then we got the small oven up top that will hold everything else that she needs to bake at different temps. So makes life a little bit easier in that process. So I also went ahead and got the cooler and stuff, and so we could take everything up there hot, because we don't know what their kitchen looks like. They're like in an old folks apartment. I don't know if it's government assisted or not, but they're in a small apartment, but I assume it's a small kitchen. So we were going to have to microwave a couple things and heat up like some gravy and last little minute stuff that cools off too quick. But I got all the coolers right down. Ended up taking one of those big ass like black and yellow totes you got at Home Depot, and then put a thermal insulated cooler inside it, wrapped it in a blanket, or putting like the corn souffle and all that kind of stuff in there, and basically got it all packed out where you need to be. Had a cooler for cold stuff, for the pies and whatnot, to go up there and all that fun that was coming. And being as how I was not going to stay as long as they were, I was taking a separate vehicle, but we weren't sure if it would fit in her car very well. So I had to end up taking the Focus. I was going to ride the motorcycle, but decided to go ahead and take the Focus instead, so I could haul all the stuff. So headed up. All that just prep was going while she was doing all that stuff. I was hanging out with the dogs and getting a few other things around the house done. Decided to go ahead and get my run in early, because 1, didn't know how long I was going to be up there, and 2, you don't want to run after you eat a Thanksgiving meal. So definitely went ahead and got my run in, got back, jumped in the shower, got a shower, got the dogs out one last time, and then we packed everything up, left the dogs out in the backyard while I got everything packed out to the car, so I don't have to worry about having the door get left open, even though I still kept all the doors with, the gates and stuff shut. But just a little extra with that much food out, I didn't want the dogs underfoot. So left them play in the backyard. I got chased lizards and all the good fun that comes with it. So from there, we headed up, and I jumped in the car. She went across the street to get her dad. and they headed up, and they got to ride there at the top down, which is not something that would ever happen up north. Like, you never ride into Thanksgiving dinner at the top down. It's always so cold. So definitely not a thing here. It's a beautiful, gorgeous day in the, I think, high 70s, maybe low 80s. Absolutely gorgeous day. So got up there, took everything out of the car. There's like a little sidewalk leads in the building and whatnot. Wife's never been there either, so I think my father-in-law has, but he can't remember where he goes to his own house or live on. Someplace he's only been once or twice in his lifetime. So went ahead and said the heck with it and got all the stuff unloaded. Went and parked the cars. And the way this apartment building's set up, everybody has like assigned parking, and the guest parking is like, it's a city block away. Like, it's a long ways away. So went and parked the cars, headed over. Basically, wife was carrying one little bag with like the rolls and stuff in it and whatnot, and I had everything else, the big cooler and the hot cooler, I guess, the tote full of stuff, heading up. We're heading in. I thought they knew he's over there going, but they didn't, so had to go look for an elevator. Found the elevator, not a big deal. Went to the correct floor. We headed out, and she texted me the apartment number, luckily. So we come out of the elevator, and there's signs that say which direction to go where, and they just turn left, and they're like heading the wrong direction. And I'm like, looking at the sign going like, where are you going? She goes, I'm looking for the place. I'm like, we're looking for this number, right? And she goes, yeah. I said, well, the sign right here says it's this way. So why don't we at least try follow the signs instead of carrying all this shit around? And her father was like super slow with the walk, with his cane and stuff. He's like literally bumped into the wall like 3 times and like walking down the hall looking for the elevator. And I'm like, and he was like trying to rush. And I'm like, stop rushing. Like, it's gonna take way longer to pick you up off the ground if you fall than it is to have you walk at whatever pace you think is comfortable. So got in there, got to the apartment, and it was literally, I don't know, 60 feet away, 65 feet away. It was nothing. Where it went way down, it would have been God knows how far down the other way. It's a big, big, giant complex, and could have been lost completely. So got there, got everything all kind of set out, and left in the cooler for a little bit as we got it all set down, I guess, better way of putting it. Waiting for, I guess it'd be her cousin, kid, whatever. I'm not sure exactly what the line is, but for him to show up, he was on his way, and he showed up. So we chatted a little bit, got introduced to the aunt and uncle, and it was cordial enough. It was no big deal. Really not awkward at all. It was, of course, they're not going to be awkward to me because I didn't do anything to them. They're the ones that talked a lot of shit about us. So went ahead and we chatted a little bit. The cousin showed up finally, and then we basically got hanging ready to go. We ate, had a nice little chat as we talked and joked and laughed about things, and had a beautiful meal. Wife done, like, she kicked ass. She did a lot of work, so much damn work. And I'm a bit of a weirdo. I don't eat off paper plates, and I don't eat with plastic silverware. That's just, I can't. My brain won't let me do that. So I brought my own plate and my own fork, knife, and spoon, because that's just who I am. So I had everybody else get their plastic forks and stuff out, and I grabbed my actual stainless steel cutlery, and I'm like, that's who I am. So went ahead, had our beautiful meal, got done with it, and then I was like, I've been here long enough. I'm gonna go ahead and go back. We're gonna go check on the dogs. They're in the house. They're fine together, but went ahead and left them at the house. Gave them both a couple extra like bully sticks and stuff, a little extra treat for them to chew on to entertain them. Got back to the house, and everything went smoothly. No problem getting back. It was super easy to find their place. It's really easy to find. So got back to the house there and got the dogs out, played with them for a little bit, and decided I was gonna have myself some whiskey. So ended up pouring myself a heavy pour of Angel's Envy, which I thought I deserved for being on my best behavior and not acting a fool and not calling them out for their past behaviors and whatnot. So had myself a little whiskey, hanging out with the dogs, had myself a nice cigar, chilling out there, just wonderful time. And wife finally headed back home. Her and dad got here. She got everything loaded in the house, which was just a few leftovers left. I told her, I said, leave as much as you think they can eat. Don't leave stuff just to throw away, but anything you think they can eat, please leave. We got food at home still, so we don't need this stuff. We don't need a full turkey left. There's only 6 of us at this meal, so it was not that much to worry about. So she went ahead and did that, so she got it all put away. And then she came out, hung out with me a little bit, and basically was very thankful and appreciative of how well it went. And I guess they talked ravingly about me, about how how much they liked me and how glad they were that I was willing to come up there and have Thanksgiving with them, because the ex-husband and his sister, which is her only 2 kids, both have passed away. They both died of COVID within like, I think 24 hours of each other, like real close together. So they haven't had a real Thanksgiving type meal since then. So it was definitely good for them. So glad it worked out. Everything, like I said, went pretty smooth. We hung around, chatted a little bit. She hung outside with me for a little while, and then basically chilled. It was late enough, that weird thing, like we ate like at 2:30 or so. I'm not sure how many ate, but we ate pretty late, so it wasn't like I ate a lot. So I just skipped dinner completely. Just hung out with the dogs, chilled outside, and just enjoyed my evening best I could. It's a beautiful, gorgeous night. Like, windows are open in the house and stuff. That's amazing. Like, could not ask for better weather. So, but yeah, had a wonderful time there. Everything was good. Hung out there for, I don't know, a few more hours. Had a couple cigars and enjoyed the evening. Eventually headed back in and went ahead and grabbed myself a snack, grabbed myself a little bit of some Doritos. Really? I have a giant headlamp on. How do you not see me? Holy crap, man. I turned that light on way before that car got there and still almost hit me. So people are dumb as shit. But yeah, went ahead and got myself a little bowl of Doritos for a late night snack, and then watched a little bit of TV. My wife was zonked out like hard. She was so asleep. So she was not waking up to the point that I actually had to pull the pillow from underneath her head, because she was laying on my pillow and to position it so I could get into bed. And she was like, woke up, said something to me, and then I realized she was still like, she didn't really wake up. She started snoring again. So she was exhausted. But like I said, she put in a shit ton of work with all the food and everything today. So she had a good rest deserved. So but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.